Waring is a dynamic, creative place that sees each individual as themselves and encourages them to be their best self.
A Waring education makes you listen, but not just listen, it makes you talk, and not just talk, but to get out and experience and try things, even if it means you fail sometimes, but you get out and you live what you're learning.
And that's one of the really neat things about Waring is not just learning from a book and turning a page and doing some exercises. They really have an opportunity to express themselves in a multiple disciplined way.
We discovered Waring looking all over the world, literally for a school. We were very excited because it provided us with some of the things that we were most interested in having for our daughter, which was a rigorous academic environment coupled with a nurturing social environment. And that is a hard thing to do well.
I am the proud parent of 2 Waring alums, and I have loved watching them go out into the world and excel in their field because of what Waring gave them.
There is now increasing information that the way Waring teaches, the way Waring enables students to connect and make meaning of the academic material they're studying is actually the best way for students to learn and grow. So it's kind of like the research has caught up with something that Waring knew 45 years ago. So I'm really excited about that.
So the thing that Waring has done for my kids is teach them how to communicate. You hear people say they find their voice, but look at my older daughter, and she went from a kid who would describe herself as introverted to a person who could speak to the point and be confident in giving tours on campus, for example.
It's not simply experiential learning, it's relational learning. It's relation through conversation, respect, and kindness. I think they're much better people for having gone to Waring.
Waring insists that whoever you are, however you express yourself, you can sing or play an instrument, you can act, you can declaim in the debate league, or you can excel as a solid member of the soccer team. But however you can and however you will, you're asked to express yourself and be the best version of yourself. And it doesn't matter which one of those you are, all the other kids, they value you too. That's unusual.
In this moment in time, to be effective, you need to be able to be in a 3-dimensional experience and to know what to do to solve problems. And Waring's focus on experiential learning, which has been part of the core of what this school is from the very beginning, really offers students that opportunity in a way that I haven't observed in other environments.
My daughter's tutor from last year talked to us about the value of relationships here at Waring, and it really put a lot of things together for my husband and me. He talked about the relationship that students develop with themselves, that they really learn who they are from kind of the inside out. They develop relationships with their peers. They have ongoing relationships with the academic material and the content they're studying, and then the relationships they have with the faculty. And I also have seen that my daughter's carried that out to kind of create more meaning and more relationships with people outside the Waring community too.
One thing about that I want to say about the culture at Waring is sometimes, like anything else, you get what you put in. If you're not willing to get involved with the culture at Waring, you're not going to get as much out of it as somebody else that is willing to get involved. So, my wife and I are really excited to be involved, and I think we're fortunate enough to be getting a lot out of it as well.
What Waring is doing now in the campus master plan and all its other activities is not changing. It's being the best version of itself. So those of you from before my time who remember the goats and all sorts of habits and circumstances of bygone days, I can tell you that's not going away from Waring School. Waring School is going to continue to be the place it has always been with the values it's always cared about, manifest in new, sustainable, appropriate buildings that still foster that sense of community for everybody.
Lori and I feel it's important to support Waring because we view the Waring School as an extension of ourselves and an extension of our desire for our children to become well educated, and giving to Waring has meant that it's been kind of a team approach. We give to Waring with the anticipation that we'll make Waring a better place, and therefore that cycles back, and Waring is a better place for our child. I don't think that there's anything that we could focus on giving our money to that is more important to us personally.
I support Waring because I want to see Waring turn out more people like the people my kids turned out to be because of Waring.
My husband and I have one child. She has one set of years that she's going to be in school, and we really feel like it's our opportunity to give her just the very best experience. And we love the community and values that exist here. They're highly aligned with those that we have in our family, and it just makes a lot of sense.
The reason that I support Waring is that I believe in Waring. I believe in people. I believe in the institution. I feel like it is a fantastic place for people to be in school.
I support Waring because they need the money.